Hey everyone, it's Annette Dion. It's Tuesday, April 21st, and it's a cloudy, overcast, rainy, cold day in Massachusetts, and windy, windy, windy. And I feel like my office is so dark. I mean, not energetically, but just light-wise. So, I haven't really checked the news. I do want to say that there is so much, there's no better way to say it than anger in the air, and I just want to tell everyone to not, I've said this before, don't lose it. Just see if you can sneak away somewhere. See if you know what? I recommend going in your car and taking a drive by yourself. And if you live in a picturesque area, like I'm on the coast, drive by the ocean, drive down some nice, pretty roads. Just, listen to some nice music, sing. This requires a little extra effort. It might be that you're usually able to pull yourself out of feeling like agitated, usually, but these are unusual times, and unusual times call for unusual approaches. So it's time to be really creative and know that sometimes it's not you, it's that you're picking up on the vibration. I know there's a lot of, I almost want to call it infighting in America right now. There are a lot of people that are hating other people for things like they're not wearing their mask, or they're not staying far enough away, or they think that they don't have to adhere by the rules, and then people get bossy and pushy and you're right, I'm wrong kind of thing. So avoid that as best you can. Make a conscious effort to avoid that. If there's an environment that you usually go to that's turning into that, then just maybe like a grocery store, for instance, just go when there's not a lot of people, when you're calm. When you're calm, it makes other people calm. And that's my pontificating for today. No guarantees, I might pontificate again. Okay, so we're going to pull an angel card and see what's going on with the angel guidance. Tomorrow's Earth Day, and tomorrow's the new moon and Taurus. I'm excited about that. It's always April 22nd every year since I think 1970. It's Earth Day on April 22nd, and happy birthday if you have an Earth Day birthday. And that's really significant because one of the things that's happened with this pandemic is, with everything stopping, we're becoming very much more conscious and conscientious about the earth. And we're noticing things feeling really, really, really different. We're all perceptive, some to more of a degree than others, but we are perceiving some things different. We're seeing pictures of clean air, we're seeing pictures of clean water, and I feel like there's that Mother Earth is really communicating with us right now, and is kind of a very loving presence, and she's just treating us like her little children and saying, I'm just giving you a little nudge and a little hint. We need to go in this direction. I think it was yesterday I read that some of the oil production companies are at risk of going bankrupt. I can't say how wonderful that is. Did I mention that yesterday? I mean, it's like they made enough money and they destroyed the planet enough. What did I say yesterday? Nancy Pelosi was going to be like, enough is enough. I haven't heard yet, but I'm sure she said that. So, also, the small businesses, I did predict that there was going to be another round of money, and the illicit behavior is right in our faces, as usual. It just never ends. And yeah, it very much was true that the money was being scammed off the top before. It's kind of like, let them eat scraps, It's kind of like the little minions that aren't billionaires and multimillionaires. We get the scraps. We get the scraps. That's going to change. There's a revolution coming. Mark my word. There's a revolution coming. And when we all see, not to be cliche, but we are all in this together. When we get that, when we see more and more and more people coming together because more and more people are in crisis, that administration better look out, because we're going to start to be heard. There's a lot of power in numbers, and now the numbers are sky high of people that are not happy with the way that things are going. So sad and sorry that I had to take this, but nothing else was working. And there is a higher intelligence that knows how to wake people up. So my prayers and thoughts to people that are suffering right now, and like I said, they're very brave souls. So, oh, interesting, the Serenity card is coming. So interesting that I was just talking about how to find your peace and serenity. That's the angel message. Really important to figure that out. And I mean, put some extra thought and attention into it, because it's very valuable to be able to bring yourself to a place of feeling calm in the midst of the storm. Be the eye of the hurricane. Be the eye of the storm, which is the calm. It's going to be stormy for a while, so we have to figure out how to weather it. All right. On that note, we are expecting a big storm here in Massachusetts on the coast. That's kind of typical, especially for this time of year. Okay, so let's see. Those angel cards are beautiful. I really like them. They're Doreen Virtue's cards. I mentioned before that she went rogue Christian. I have nothing against being, I'm a Christian, but it's interesting that she renounced her cards. So, but I'm glad we still get to use them. So for the next 24 hours, I'm going to pick 3 cards and see what the guides have to tell us about what's coming up. I just want to say I feel fallout. I'm getting the sense of fallout. Yesterday I had an image of he who shall not be named. It was a funny image because it was like, you know when something's broken and you get the duct tape? He was being like duct taped together, and that was just the sense that I get. It was like there was, you know, like if he had a suit on, there was a rip in it, they just duct tape it, and it was just symbolic of his energy isn't kind of in tatters, and his lies aren't adding up to truth by any stretch of the imagination. It's pretty astounding to watch because they're just getting bigger and longer, and there's so many diversions. So it's fast. I don't mean to laugh because it's, you know, this is crazy and tragic, but wasn't Shakespeare the master of interjecting comedy into the tragedies? It's part of the life experience, I guess. But it's kind of, if you can get a different, like, objective view, it's kind of hilarious what's going on in a certain way with how it's like a circus, how he's like the 3-ring circus leader. The Queen of Swords, yes. I know I keep saying this is Nancy Pelosi. I think she was the Queen of Cups yesterday, but that woman, power woman in the dictionary, I'm sure it's not in the dictionary, but in the spiritual dictionary, she is the epitome of the power woman. I mean, the woman just turned 80, and she's just so smart and so strategic. This is some very strategic stuff going on, and it's like the guys are saying she's outsmarting him. She's outsmarting kind of like everybody, but there are people on board with her. I'm seeing about 5 or 6 individuals primarily on board with her that are, gosh, it almost feels like planning an oust, like another impeachment. So we shall see about that. Watch the news. The Magician, okay, this is asking us to get involved. You know, I just have the sense that if they could talk to each and every one of us, I mean the leaders, the ethical leaders, the leaders that are looking out for the small people, if they could talk to each and every one of us right now, maybe they are through certain ads or campaigns or whatever, they would say, your voice makes a difference. I went on and on and on about the post office yesterday. Save the U.S. Postal Service. Do whatever you can, because that is the way that he who shall not be named is trying to rig things so that he gets reelected, which is not going to happen. I and so many other psychics are saying you can just erase that from your mind because it's not going to happen. I think we get a little shell-shocked and afraid to wish for the best because of what happened in 2016, but that was rigged. We know that. Okay, one more card. This is, okay, this is telling me there's going to be some, I keep getting the word fallout from the going back to work to, this is not, this is prematurely, not just premature. That is a very bad move. I see the guides are showing me multiplication of cases of COVID. I mean, exponential. This thing is so contagious. And people out there protesting the lockdowns, you know, I don't know. They're claiming, I hear them claiming that, you know, the government doesn't even let them go out of the house, and they're totally exaggerating, because you can. As long as you're adhering to 6 feet distance, wearing a mask, particularly when you're in close quarters with people, and if you want to wear it out for a walk, that's your prerogative, but it's not unreasonable what's being asked. It's just that people are acting like spoiled little children. But the sad thing is, there's going to be fallout from that in the form of them getting sick and dying. There's no way around it. I just have to tell it like it is. So I'm going to pull one more card, which we call a clarifier, just to give me a little bit more information. And here it is, the Devil card. I cannot tell you, if you've been following me, how many times this card has come up. It's almost like the guides are whipping us upside the head and saying, pay attention. There is deception going on, and he who shall not be named is so dumb that he's not even hiding it. There's a lot that he's not hiding. You could just listen to a press conference, but behind the scenes, it's way more. It's like what you see on the surface. I hate that I'm looking at this card, but it's the tip of the iceberg. So there is a revolution. I don't mean a violent revolution, but a movement, people mobilizing. Don't underestimate the power of people finally being at home and not distracted by all the busyness and all the work, because we've gone to a full stop. In so many ways, this is a full stop. So because of this, the guides are saying, speak out, do what you can, get involved. I wanted to mention today too that I did donate to an organization called Feeding America. It's really important that we do what we can, even if it's not a lot of money. Every little bit counts. Okay. Love will win. Love will conquer this. That was a lot. I keep on getting the guide saying the light is winning. The light is winning. The light is winning. The light is winning. So I hope that gives you inspiration. Thank you for tuning in. It's AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. If you'd like to, you can email me and we can schedule a reading that way. And yeah, that's it for today. I'll tune back in tomorrow at probably, yeah, it's always the same time, like around dinner time, between 4:30 and 5. All right, thanks a lot. Please subscribe and see you tomorrow. Bye.